Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from the 7th of July to the 13th of July 2019. And this will be for you coming from Gemini. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO, 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Let's start with Sunday, the 7th of July, and that's going to be a very difficult morning and afternoon period for you. You can be let down, you can be disappointed. The past news or secrets of some kind can be exposed. You can have accidents if you drive fast and don't go into the sea. So many things can go wrong in the morning, afternoon. Just be very careful of the company that you keep as well. Evening nightfall becomes much better. Planets are a bit slow because they are long-term planets and they are trying their best to get things done for you. So be patient and the evening nightfall will bring all the solutions you couldn't find in the morning, afternoon. Monday, the 8th of July is a good morning and afternoon period for you. Again, planets are moving slow, so don't expect very fast returns for anything. Don't expect news to come very readily. Be patient hour by hour. The slow and steady planets will get good news for you. Be part of a team and you'll do even better. Evening and nightfall, your temper can flare very fast. You can be provoked very easily. You can show angry tendencies. So something is going to go wrong in the evening nightfall for you to behave like that. Best is to stay away from company that you suspect may add these problems and provoke you. That's the only best way, because if you are among people who will do that, then you will lash out with your tongue and arguments will start. Tuesday, the 9th July is a working day, it's a business day. You are still very angry and you're very disappointed. And at your workplace or in business, you will tend to be very aggressive. You maybe also become very rude. So these planets will tend to make you behave that way. So you've heard it from me. So tell yourself, I'm going to, from the very time I get to my office or before I even leave home, or whether I go to the business I'm doing, I'm going to take the soft approach in everything I say and do. And that way you will see you'll control. So that means use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft in the morning, afternoon period. Don't get drawn into arguments. Don't get drawn into provocation. Evening nightfall period, I don't like very much as well. Now you have to be careful the company you are in. Your name and reputation can go bad being seen in the company that you shouldn't be seen in. Be fussy with who you are. You will tend to behave arrogantly, and therefore the arrogance can also be making it a difficult evening and nightfall. Go home early if I were you. Wednesday, the 10th of July, now you will have this tendency of being very arrogant at a place of work or in business. And that's not the way to be. I'd rather you improve your tolerance. I'd rather you improve your teamwork. And that way you will get much better done. And you may get even noticed as to how good you are at doing things in the morning, afternoon. Evening, nightfall, many emotional planets are there. And that's fine for emotional planets to be there in the evening. But it makes you rather moody and rather oversensitive and rather changeable. So you're going to be a difficult person when all that happens if you behave that way. So tell yourself, for the sake of making everybody happy, you rather not be oversensitive and over moody. So let somebody else take the lead and you won't be under pressure. Thursday, the 11th of July, is going to be a day where you will want to show your imagination. You'll want to show that emotional side of you. Well, if you're not working or doing business, that's fine. But if you're doing business or working, you cannot afford to let this emotionalism take over. Tell yourself three words: facts, figures, and logic. That'll bring you back to the logical state of mind, whether in job or business. Well, if you're on a holiday, that's fine. You can be that emotional person you want. You can be the moody person you want. Evening, nightfall are planets that make you extremely disappointed, basically. So there's a period of disappointment from the evening, nightfall period. I'd rather you don't be out anywhere, because exposure to risk is just going to bring disappointments and arguments and differences. Go home early, be with the people who love you. That way you will quieten these planets, because the more exposure to people you have, you don't know, the worse you'll be. You might meet people who are not good for you as well. So watch out for that kind of company in the evening, nightfall period. Friday, the 12th of July, is a working day, it's a business day, but so many bad luck planets are there. and they're trying to get you into a position of getting the bad luck. So in the business areas, don't make decisions, don't sign contracts, listen to what people say, evaluate it carefully, and wait for another day to make a decision. Because you're bound to make a bad decision on this evening or this morning, afternoon period of Friday the 12th. And if you're working somewhere, tell yourself you can easily get into trouble. Don't want to insult your bosses or the people you work with. You can easily be put into blame. So be very careful about what you say and do. Evening nightfall period, much, much better. Now the planets of goodness, the planets of unexpected good things for you are there. So they'll give you many good surprises in the evening nightfall, and you may find the solutions you couldn't find early in the morning in the evening nightfall period. So look good, go out, and whether it's to help your job or business, whether it's to find a romance, whether it's to make your family happy, you're going to have a pretty good morning, pretty good evening nightfall period. One of these nasty planets of the morning afternoon will be there as well. So now and then he'll try to make you dominating, make you stubborn. Don't allow that to happen. Saturday, the 13th of July is going to start very well for you. There's a lot of unexpected opportunities from everywhere waiting for you. So plan. When you see this kind of good days, because the evening nightfall is going to be wonderful as well. When you come across these sort of days, you got to be single-minded. You got to be materialistically minded. You got to go out and get what you want. Is it the romance? Is it the job to be improved? Is it the business contacts to be made? So do that in the morning, afternoon, and you'll get some unexpected, very good results. Evening, nightfall, I see a whole gang of good business planets there. So you can make good contacts in business. You can make very good speeches or say very good things where you will even get the contracts coming your way. So dress well and look good in the evening and nightfall, and think of making some good contacts to better your circumstances in life where finance is concerned. If it's a romance you want, you will still find it in the evening nightfall period. It's such a wonderful time there. Well, I have an evening session. Well, I don't, but I have a 90-minute session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll be able to talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. It will cost you USD $50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years in all areas of your life. And based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms, I'll be giving you a lot of details for your next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, a lot of information to get you perfectly poised to become successful. Well, send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9, and gmail.com. And I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.